Hey guys, it's Ray. I've been on YouTube for the last few days because I'm more of the social media type. I'm more of a typer than a talker, I guess. Um, I've I've noticed, like me myself, a lot of us. Well, all you have to do is pretty much just type in black woman or African American woman, and you'll see nothing but black women, African American women or men talking about what's wrong with black women, the attitudes, the ratchetness, the weaves, the baby daddies, the multiple baby daddies, the everything. Pretty much every fault of black women that they have. Now, I'm not going to sit here and deny and say that I don't agree with it, because I do, and I've vented just as much as everybody else. But my issue here is, if you don't date or deal with black people at all, you don't have anything to do with them, the hell are you talking about for? Why? What is it going to do for you to talk about a group of people that you don't fuck with? Is that going to help any situation? Is it going to do anything for you or anybody else? No. Now, what we do here in America and everywhere else pretty much as people is we judge people based off of the bad that they do. It's like whenever you hear of a rapist, a murderer, a pedophile, or whatever, that's exactly what that person is. That's all they are. That's all they'll ever be. We don't consider the people that love them, the people that they love, the people they've respected, the people they've helped, the people that hurt them, the people that molested, raped them. We don't consider anything but how we feel towards the assholes that piss us off. Now, I get just as angry as anybody else. I get mad at black women just as much as anybody else. Happen to be one. Happen to associate with black women specifically, mainly the majority, and men. So whenever I speak up on something that upsets me, it's speaking with the hopes of fixing or finding a way or some kind of opinion to something to find out how to help the problem, to resolve the problem. Not to poke fun at it or claim the problem is bigger than what it is and it's the only problem in every problem and everything comes back to it. I may be wrong. I don't know. But if I was a dark black woman with big, kinky, natural, beautiful hair and skin, and I'm constantly told on a regular basis that I'm ugly, that I'm loud, that I'm too dark, and I constantly look over and see all these gorgeous black men just foaming at the mouth, slobbering and drooling over mixed women, white women, Asian women, any other women but black women. It seems that black people hold black people to a higher standard, knowing for a fact that we're not even. We didn't start the race at the same time. We didn't have it. That's not what it was. Black people came. This is America. This is the land of the free and the home of the brave. We were founded on slavery and fear. How they ended up flipping that and trying to make it something that it wasn't, I don't know. Why people bought it, I don't know. Why I don't buy it might have something to do with the history of Mexico and Africa and Mexicans and Africans in America. I don't know. Wasn't that peachy? Maybe it's me. I don't know. My issue here is that you can't sit here and call somebody out for their problem and ignore everything that's the cause of it, the contributing factors, everything that's taken. Black women are looked at as the biggest whores, the biggest loudmouths, and the strong, independent females sitting on welfare and food stamps. Now, I know that black women aren't just that. I know that a lot of black women aren't that. I know I have been all that and then some and not that and might be again. It doesn't matter. I know for a fact that if I go and yell and scream at my man for cheating on me and cut his tires, I'm ratchet. I know if a white woman does it, she's angry because that man's an asshole. Does that make me look at white people any different for their little privilege? No, it doesn't. But I'm not going to ignore it. I'm not going to pretend it's not there. And I'm not going to sit here and continually... I've been falling into the same trap as everybody else, sitting here shunning and shaming people. You know what this is doing? Do you understand what this is? This is like going to a park and seeing a bunch of kids bullying a child. And then when they finally stop beating, bullying, and degrading this child, you walk up to the kid and say, "You idiot. How do you let people do that? You're so stupid. You're a loser. You're this, you're that," and you continue it. We're sitting here shaming and degrading a group of people who has been nothing but shamed, degraded, raped, killed, murdered on a regular basis for hundreds and hundreds of years, and then we expect them to just get over it and just fit in and just be happy. You don't deal with that kind of damage and it just goes away. Not in one generation, not in 2, not in 10, not in 20. That is something that people have to work on and work on. And whenever you don't know, when you don't know anything about your history or what happened or this and that, because our history books don't tell us the stuff that went on. So whenever we hear about this stuff, we're sitting here just looking at the Real Households and all this ratchet ass BET crap and the Nicki Minaj and all this stuff, and we're sitting here just talking shit about this. They want to be white. They want to do this. Me included. Yes, me included. And we don't consider the fact that we've been telling them that white is right. Black is whack. Dark skin's ugly. Lighten it up. Mix it up. Get you some light-skinned babies, them high yellow babies with that good hair. But then when they go and change their hair and their skin, they hate themselves. You're telling somebody to hate themselves, and then when they finally get on board with it, you're telling them they hate themselves and it's wrong. So what I'm going to do personally, which it's not going to help. It might. I don't know. Never know. I'm not big on sharing my videos because I'm not big on the whole idea, this American dream of fame and people knowing me, because I couldn't give two shits less, because I know for a fact that whenever people get to know you, they start pointing out what is the most human about you. Every mistake you've made, every wrong you've done. They never think of the wrongs you've right. They never think of the good deeds you've done and what you continue to do. Because you're always going to be that one negative thing that they find most despicable. So me, personally, I'm making it my sincere top #1 priority to not kick people who are down. And not that it matters, but I just want to say, because of all the stuff that I've said as far as the weaves and the bleaching and the self-hate, all the same old shit that I've been fed, the same old shit, I sincerely apologize to every black woman that I've ever shamed over changing anything about her because you were told to. You don't grow up being told that you're black, ugly, nasty, disgusting, and not have an issue with it. So, and this crap with Beyonce, her baby, I just saw a meme where they put a picture of, this is what we thought her baby would look like. We didn't think she'd look like a 30-year-old lesbian crackhead or something. Way to start them out young. Teach them to hate themselves from the get-go so they can start changing themselves early. Welcome to America.